You guys are all here. Since we've got you all here, Mr. Cruikshank, we have a presentation to make to you. We're kind of went behind your back. We normally don't do that, but this is a lot more fun. To tell you the truth, everybody, and most people don't realize it, but tomorrow is my actual 43rd anniversary of teaching. So February 28, 1973 was the first day I was involved in teaching. And in 43 years, come on in folks, in 43 years I've only ever awarded a 5th degree once. And that was to Mr. Boudreau. And today's going to be our second day, Christopher, after not much consultation, I can tell you. First of all, I was going to say, who do I have to talk to? Well, me. I have to talk to me. So, but I didn't just talk to me. And what a lot of people don't realize, there's so much more that goes into this than the physical attributes of what the man can do. I mean, as far as his technical ability, he's probably one of the best technical karateka that I train with, and I'm lucky enough to be able to travel around the world in my job, so I get to see the best. I get to train with some of the best, and it's one of the reasons why I love coming to Pictocana. To this day, I think he's one of the best technical people I've seen, probably in the top 3 that I've ever trained with. And but it's not just about the kicking and the punching and the blocking. It's about the enthusiasm that he spreads, but it's also about what he's done for the kids and everybody else in this bloody. I drove through Glasgow this morning. It was like a ghost town. But yet this place is full, and they're coming here for him. They're coming here because he's teaching. They're coming here because what he puts out. Well, it's true. And it's true. These guys are all here. They're not here for anybody else but him. And he is the show. And so what I did was I talked to my senpai. You guys all know Mr. Boudreau. Mr. Boudreau's been with me for 38 years. He's the only other person that ever got a 5th Dan. And when Scott first approached us to it, there wasn't much of a thought process with him. Yeah. I just have to make sure that all the ducks are in a row to be able to do that. And they are in a row. So, Christopher, come on up now. Here we go. So everybody, this is what's called a Minko, which is his 5th degree certificate. These are the ones that are harder to get. It may not look a whole pile to some people, but this is it. And one of the last things I want to say,
I want to see it, but I don't want to be in the picture in the doorway, so I gotta get up.
There are people out there. One time I was down in the States, and when I was at the seminar, they said that evening that there was going to be some 6th and 7th degree black belts that were going to test. So I said, this is kind of cool. I want to go and see this. They got on the floor, they were there for 3 or 4 minutes, and then they were presented their certificate, which leads me to believe, what was the testing all about? There was no test. The certificate was already done. It was already paid for. It was already out there. And what I wanted to bring up about that story was the guy that was beside me, and I said to him, how can they do that? How can they just do that? And he said, I'll never forget it, some people will settle for the map, not the territory. They just wanted the certificate and they didn't do it. That's not the case here. This man has conquered the territory. He's done everything he's had to do, so now we're allowed to give him the map. Okay? I don't like to touch these things, to tell you the truth. I'm going to hold it back here just so it's nice and simple. Christopher, congratulations, man. Now, you don't get a raise. I can't say what's going to happen when you get home. I can't. I can't tell you how proud I am of you. I'm blessed to be able to be able to still train and teach you.
Thank you very much. I'm a little bit speechless. Got you down to teach these guys. Happy you developed, but thank you very much.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to say either.
Thank you.
They said one time when I had my anniversary, and I said, I heard years ago that to reach the stars, you have to stand on the shoulders of a giant. And I've been blessed to be able to stand on lots of giant shoulders.
That for me.
Thank you.
Now that being said, go hug your family. Before we all start blubbering like
Good job, there's no hat involved. Your head would swell.
yeah, I know.